Hey everyone, welcome back to Hobbies and More, your go-to channel for all things indoor and balcony gardening. I am Sudeshna and today I am diving into yet another beautiful uncommon flower that can add a special charm to your balcony garden. Krishna Kamal, or is known globally the passion flower. This is the third video in my Uncommon Balcony Flower series, so stay tuned till the end of all the details. In today's episode, I'll be talking about how I care for my passion flowers and why one of them is blooming beautifully while the other is struggling. Plus, some tips on how you can make them thrive in your balcony garden. But before I get into today's beautiful blooms, a quick recap of the last two episodes. In the first video, I explored the lovely lollipop flower, a plant that both fun and easy to care for. And in the second video, I took a closer look at the sweet autumn clematis, a delicate yet hardy flowering vine perfect for your Indian balcony. If you missed them, don't worry, I'll leave links for those video in the description below or also in the I button. Now let's talk about the Krishna Kamal, which is also known as the passion flower. This climbing vine is a visual stunner with its intricate blooms and fascinating structure. Interestingly, the name Krishna Kamal comes from the way the flower structure is often associated with Hindu mythology. It's truly an eye-catching addition to any garden. In my own garden, I have two varieties of passion flowers. One is the vibrant blue Passiflora caerulea and another is a striking red Passiflora coccinea. The blue one is placed on the southern side of my balcony where it receives plenty of sunlight and heat. And guess what? It's blooming beautifully. Look at the stunning flowers, right? This vine thrives in that warm sunny spot, and the reward is an abundance of gorgeous blooms. But my red passion flower is a different story. I placed it on the eastern side of the balcony where it gets morning sunlight, but unfortunately it hasn't been a healthy and hasn't produced any flowers yet. I think the lack of stronger sunlight and heat might be the issue here. Passion flowers, especially the red ones, need a lots and lots of suns and warmth to truly thrive. Let's quickly sum up what makes the passion flower a great choice for your balcony garden. Number one is unique beauty. This intricate design of the flower makes it stand out. Number two, climbing nature. It's a natural climber, so it can cover up trellises and fences beautifully. Number three, blooming needs. It thrives in direct sunlight and warmth, which makes it perfect for sunny balconies. But remember, not all passion flowers are the same. The placement of the plant can drastically affect the growth and blooming potential, as I saw with my blue and red varieties. Now, if you are planning to grow passion flowers, here are a few tips from my side. First thing first is light. Passion flowers absolutely love sunlight. Ideally, they should be placed in a spot that gets 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight every day. My blue varieties flourished on the southern side of my balcony where it gets plenty of warmth and light. If you want to encourage abundant flowering, a sun-soaked spot is must. The red one I placed on the eastern side didn't receive enough light, which could be why it hasn't bloomed yet. So if you can, choose a south-facing location for the best result. Second is soil. Passion flowers prefers well-drained soil. You can use a mix of garden soil, compost and sand to ensure it stays light and aerated. These plants don't like their roots to sit in water, so a well-draining pot or soil mix will prevent waterlogging. I added organic compost to mine and it works wonders. About watering, while they need sunlight, passion flowers also like the soil to be consistently moist but not waterlogged. Water deeply whenever the top layer of the soil feels dry to the touch. In the growing season, which in the spring to summer, I watered my plant every day, even sometime about twice a day. If the temperature is particularly hot, check the moisture level regularly and adjust the watering accordingly. This plant shows sign that it needs water, its leaves then drooping down, and you will understand your plant is thirsty. Now about fertilization. To encourage vigorous growth and blooming, passion flowers benefits from regular feeding. I use a balanced fertilizer high in phosphorus once in every month during the growing season. You can also use organic liquid fertilizer or even compost tea for more natural boost. Just be sure not to over fertilize it, as they may cause excessive foliage growth at the expense of flowers. Even banana peels fertilizer also do wonders, but give them either in the morning or evening. Now about support system. Since it's a climber, make sure to give a sturdy trellis or support for it to grow freely. I do not have much space, so it's growing over other plants. Now let's talk about how you can propagate passion flowers to expand your collection to share them with friends. There are two types of propagation. One is seed propagation, another is cutting propagation. If your passion flowers can be grown from seeds, but keep in mind that it takes patience. You will need to soak the seeds in warm water for 24 hours before planting them in a well-drained potting mix. Germination can take several weeks to a few months, so don't worry if they don't sprout right away. But a quicker way of propagating passion flower is through stem cutting. In spring or early summer, take a 6 to 8 inch cutting from a healthy vine. Make sure it has few leaves, remove the bottom leaves and plant the cutting in a pot with a moist mix of compost and sand. Keep the soil moist. In a few weeks, you should see new growth, meaning roots have developed. You can then transplant it into your garden. In my case, it's never happened, so I propagate them from cutting only. Now about common problems and solutions. While passion flowers are generally easy to care for, they can face a few common issues. Number one is yellowing leaves. If the leaves of your passion flowers start to turn yellow, it's often a sign of overwatering or poor drainage. Make sure the soil is well drained and reduce your watering schedule. Number two is aphids and spider mites. Like many other plants, passion flowers can attract pests such as aphids and spider mites. A simple solution is to spray the plants with a mix of water and neem oil. Make sure to check the underside of the leaves regularly and remove any pest you spot. Third is poor flowering. If your passion flower isn't blooming, it could be due to lack of sunlight or over fertilizing with nitrogen, which promotes leaf growth at the expense of flower. Make sure the plant is getting enough direct sunlight and switch to a fertilizer with more phosphorus, which helps with blooming. All about this flower. And speaking of uncommon flowers for your balcony, don't forget I have already covered a few more unique options in earlier videos. I talked about the vibrant jatropha, the delicate niltiger, and the fast growing cypress vine. These flowers are all parts of this series. Even though I made those videos a bit earlier, I'll be sure to link these videos in the description as well. If you are enjoying this uncommon balcony flower series, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future updates. Drop a comment below if you have any experience with passion flowers or if you are planning to grow them. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video with more tips and ideas to turn your balcony into a blooming paradise. Happy gardening. Bye.